live now. We did a thing. I forgot the intro music. That's on me. Like I said, I'm rusty. So drop some fat beats for me, Michael, on Sirenscape. Can you do that for me?
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
I was going to drop fat beats, just with my own, personal talents. But please, by all means.
If there's one thing a bunch of white people are famously good at,
yes,
improvising. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome. What's up? It's Mates of Fate on Thursday night. We're not Songs of Creation night. We are in the final chapter of whatever this has turned into. And we're so happy you're here. I'm so happy we're here. This is going to be fantastic. Ah, yes, this is a sick beat if I've ever heard one.
Very fitting.
Listen,
sample that shit, yo. Sample it. Let's go.
If you've never been here before, you would know us from our two... Well, you wouldn't know us because you've never been here before, but we would be known for our flagship campaign, Songs of Creation, which we booted tonight so we could play this. Thanks for being here on Thursday night, you guys. And also Artema, Mike's homebrew campaign based on the high seas in his homebrew world. It's a ton of fun. We're going to start playing it again someday. We'll get to that. But more importantly, I run a campaign now. I'm the DM. Did you guys know that September is Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month? It is. So here's a cool thing that Mates Fate Channel's doing. Saturday nights on Fandelver, we're raising money for the Trevor Project. And every single dime that gets chipped in is going directly to prevent suicide and crisis intervention in LGBTQ youth. So here's a cool thing. If you make a donation, you can cause a wild magic surge in the Fandelver campaign in real time. My game is impossibly broken at this point. My players have feats they should not have. I think they've prematurely gained levels that they should not have. They've been turned into stuffed animals. They've been turned into potted plants. They've been possessed by ghosts. They've been compelled to throw all their gold coins into the ether because a spiritless voice contacted them about their carriage's extended warranty. It's a shit show, and it's a ton of fun. So come back at 8:30 Saturday night and chip in, or if you don't want to chip in, just hang out because it's I don't know, it's a great group of people and it's a good time.
But they're progressing along, right? I mean, the story's moving along, right?
Are skipping way too much because they are way too, like most of the side quests. I don't think they're. Fandover people, are you watching? You're not in the chat right now, right? Don't tell them Oh, no, they are. They're doing great. They're right on schedule. Everything's fine. It's going exactly as I planned. They've missed nothing.
Perfect.
The important thing is it's going to be over soon, either because they're all going to die or because they're going to overpower me and just like skate past the big bad with their crazy bags of tricks.
Is there a magic surge that can kill them?
Yes.
Oh God!
Oh, damn.
Who put that one on there?
There's a bunch of them, and they have.
It was Pete, wasn't it?
So if you don't know, jump in our Discord because our Discord community created the Wild Magic Surge table that we're rolling on.
God, no!
And they can veto certain things, like they vetoed like you cast Fireball on yourself because we knew that would be a straight up TPK. But there's some things that, like turning Maeve into a stuffed animal, takes her out of combat in a pretty important fight. The next thing you know, our druid goes down 4 times in 5 rounds. It was a mess. And now they have to deal with the repercussions of that on Saturday. I'm really looking forward to it. I didn't think I would like killing player characters much because I'm very soft-hearted, but it turns out I do. I do.
This is where it begins, Ash. This is where it begins. One does not simply become a DM without killing characters like this.
One of the wild magic surges made it so Maeve can hear every single object in her backpack speaking to her. Some are friendly and some are hostile. So I'm the one that has to remember what her map sounds like what her torch sounds like.
I guarantee it sounds like what you think the map sounds like.
Yeah, what's a map sound like?
The map is very unfriendly, and the map's like, "Don't you put me back in your backpack, you sorry excuse for my
I saw that.
Don't you pick me up, you sad sack of shit." It's fun.
Wow.
It's a good. Thank you.
That was not the way I thought that was going to happen. I was thinking more like Dora Explorer, map-esque, but hey.
The map has a drinking problem in my head canon. And it hates that, like, the druid's a water genasi. He's like, don't let him touch me, he's so moist. Oh, God, he's touching me. Oh.
Wow.
It's a good time.
Okay.
I think we just lost all our viewers.
That's okay.
Sorry,
no, they'll come back. They just needed a break. That needs to process, and then they will eventually come back. I guarantee it.
I don't remember what the other announcements are. It doesn't matter. That's the important one. Come watch me kill a bunch more player characters on Saturday night. That'll be fun. Follow us on socials. You can get them all at matesoffate.com. But let's introduce our friends, since I don't know when you guys are going to be back again for the next time. So, hey, Jordan, what's up? Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm real excited to be here for sure. I'm kind of curious to see like where the Tomb of Horror goes when we're out of the tomb. You know, is it still going to be horrible?
As are we.
I know.
You'll find out soon enough.
Ooh.
Well, this has been a blast having you with us, so thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite. I've been having a lot of fun.
Hello, Matthew. Hello, old friend.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
My Twitch analytics inform me that more than half of our viewers also watch something called Slices and Dices. So, have you heard of it? What is that?
It happens to be my home. It's my home. Well, this is my home. I just happen to have. I'm like in a pocket dimension within the Slices and Dices plane of horrible emotions. Yeah, the Twitch channel, which I consider like a side step down from Mates of Fate, to be perfectly honest. It's the truth. We're just like one step, or like we're always constantly climbing upwards, and you're just it's like, you know what, like I make it like you are the Roadrunner and we are the Coyote. And so you're constantly going meep meep and fucking speeding off into the desert, and we're just like, well, let's see, what other kind of bullshit can I pull out of my ass in order to catch up to you? So
Matt's like, I'm stealing that map voice.
Fucking brilliant! How dare she? And yeah, no, Slices and Dices, twitch.tv/slices and dices. We do a lot of roleplay content, whether that be through games or through just who we are as people. Lots of variety in roleplay games in general. We have ongoing campaigns of Ravenloft. We have ongoing campaigns of Burn Bright, ongoing campaigns of Call of Cthulhu, Alien RPG,
the famous
seems
one,
to be a perennial favorite, and yeah, the famous one, the one that seems to be taking all the likes and the happiness. But yeah, come and check us out.
Yeah, my favorite part of your channel is that like your community and our community is just one community now. We become, I don't want to say incestuous. I don't want to sully a good
Oh no,
thing,
it's super like, you know, there is so much ass to mouth right now. It's like
no, you ruined
really
it. Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
You ruined it. I was gonna say we're all one big happy family, but that made it real weird.
Well,
so I'm gonna kick it over to you, Mike.
fucked it up again.
I know what we're saying when we close out the next stream. All right.
Like we always say, perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Let's play D&D.
Let's get started.
Yeah.
Wait, no, isn't there one other thing that you're doing too? Do you want to plug your cast party thing, that podcast that you're doing?
Oh yeah, you know, well, we
Matt.
cannot talk about that. We cannot. There is some cool stuff, but I will have to wait.
Cannot talk about it. But
cannot talk. Super
right.
secret shit.
Sorry, you cannot.
Other than check out Cast Party. That's all.
Red's like, it's called Mates of Slices for a reason. Sure, we should just combine the streams at this point.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, you did remind me. Our community, I believe, has selected the horror game that they're going to force me to play as one of our charity milestones for the Trevor Project.
What's it going to be? I didn't get to vote, but it's fine.
It's not finalized. We'll announce it on Saturday. But I did. It looks like it's skewing very heavily towards this game. I watched a trailer of. Made me scream at the lunch table today with Nick. Didn't like it. I don't want to play it, so it should be a good time.
Okay.
Great.
For everyone else except me.
And are you saying if you're playing it by yourself or with someone?
It's a 4-player game, and I'm definitely making other people play it with me because I'm so cowardly.
Okay.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
Gonna be great.
All right. So let's get started.
Let's do this.
Everyone, thank you for tuning in. Oh, Sirenscape. We use Sirenscape. You need music, sound effect, ambience for your tabletop RPGs. We got to plug it. You got to use it. Check it out.
Lovely.
That's what you're hearing right now. All right. Yes, thanks everyone for tuning in. So tonight's likely last episode, again, started a little late, likely last episode of Tomb of Horror, a very special Scooby-Doo themed session, one-shot homebrew set in my homebrew world of Artima. Last session, the three of you, Shaggy, Defane, and Velma, three of you, I think it was you, Shaggy, correct me if I'm wrong, plane shifted yourselves out of the tomb as the tomb was seemingly just crumbling around you. You just pieced out.
Wait, seemingly?
I mean, that looked like it.
It looked like it.
Shit.
Seemingly crumbling around you.
Do we not need to plane
We'll never
shift?
know. I don't think we could plane shift back. I think we're kind of stuck. So.
We'll go with it. Please continue.
Yep.
It happens.
You plane shifted out. You found yourself in a realm or a plane that you're not familiar with. Before you was large, tall, ivory walls surrounding a massive city. Behind this wall is just spires, towers, buildings, leering down over the wall at you. The gate to the city opened up, and out walked a rather elderly, regal-looking fae with a dragon walking beside him. And this fae walked up to you and says, "Good evening. And who might you three of you be? I do not recognize your faces."
Who are you?
We're the mystery squad.
Is that our name? I never really.
I don't remember.
Okay.
The Mystery Squad.
Yes.
Close enough.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You solve mysteries?
Well, I mean, we have a pretty decent success rate.
We endeavor, for sure.
Were you... He looks around curiously, looks behind you to see if there's anyone else. Were you sent here for the issue with the benefactor?
Well, we were exploring a tomb.
Yes, we were.
Yes, we were. Yes. But
Ixnay on the Umte.
Shaggy might forget. I mean, I remember the deal with the benefactor, but for Shaggy's reference, why don't you just remind him what
We
the
smoked a
problem
lot
with
of
the
pipe weed on the way over.
Mm-hmm.
Lots.
Well, my name is Reginald Beardsley. I don't think I'm the one who should be explaining the issue to you. You have not been briefed, yet you have arrived. Is that right?
We are ready for the briefing now, yes.
Very well, I think you should follow me then.
And there's a giant dragon with this person as well?
Yeah. There's a dragon kind of just standing next to him.
What color?
color?
Dragon?
Oh, damn it. Damn it.
Not that
Blue.
we're, you know.
Oh, it's a blue dragon.
Do we know anything about dragons? On
Yes.
this world?
You know that in your world of Artima, dragons have not been seen in a very long time.
Okay.
So you're looking at this dragon kind of shifty-eyed, and Reginald is looking at the three of you. Is everything okay?
Of course.
Yeah.
Not making eye contact. Yeah.
Not used to seeing such a majestic creature like this.
Magnificent.
Are you not... You're not from here?
Where is here exactly?
You are in Stalea.
No, we are not. Shaggy,
Then
what
how
did you do?
Listen, all we know is that we were looking for a safe haven because we were in danger, and whichever primal force is in control of our spells when they go according to some godly plan has placed us here in front of you. So maybe we're not quite from here, but we are friendly people.
We're here for a reason.
And yeah.
And very well, it sounds odd that you would get here. Are you from the material plane?
Way of describing it.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
So you lied to me. And looks over at you, Velma.
I mean, it's all just a matter of perspective, really. Materials. These are materials. We're all materials. If you think about it, we're all parts of a grand material universe.
If you think about it.
The dragon seems to look a little shifty, getting a little impatient.
What can you tell us about this benefactor? I think we've all been through an ordeal, and we can just talk some things through. There's no reason to, get upset or impatient. We got some time to talk.
Well, were you being honest about the solving mysteries part?
Oh, absolutely.
We have a 100% success rate on all mysteries we set out for.
I would say 100%. I would say more like
We finish 100% of the mysteries we embark on. We don't solve 100% of the mysteries, but they do end eventually.
Okay, that's technically correct. Yes.
That's
Perhaps
true.
I'm not the right person you should be speaking to. The issue of the benefactor should be best left explained to the university. I'll take you to his admin, and you can speak with him there.
Wonderful. Thank you. Lead the way.
And I apologize. The music keeps cutting out. I'm not sure why. So he leads you towards the gates that just opened into the city. You follow behind Reginald Beardsley and his blue dragon into this marvelous, gorgeous city that just looks perfect. It is, again, buildings just covered in white. There are trees with leaves the color of gold lining the streets. Some of the buildings are built into the trees themselves. You definitely get the sense that this is kind of ancient elven. It's fey and somewhat magical in its own respects. He leads you through the city, and eventually he takes you aboard a carriage. It takes you through a large part of the city. It is a good about hour carriage ride through the city as you pass people milling about, children playing in the streets. Many of the people within this city look at the three of you oddly as you pass. Every single person you see, almost every single person, is fey. You pass the occasional halfling or human or gnome, but they are few and far between. So to see the three of you in this carriage is a sight for many of them to behold. After about an hour, the carriage arrives at what looks like, to your eye, a rather kind of familiar sort of sight. Looks like a university. You see what looks like young fae going about with bags full of books, long expanses of green between buildings where classes are being held. The carriage pulls up to a rather nondescript office building, short, maybe about 2 stories tall. This building looks different from the rest of the city. It's not as beautiful as the rest of the city. This building is just made out of plain brick. As you pull up, night begins to fall. Around this brick building, things seem to be darker. This doesn't feel like the rest of the city. He goes, well, this is your stop. You'll go right inside, and Sirius will see you in there.
Sirius, you said?
Yes, his name is Sirius.
Is something wrong with this building?
Oh, no, this is just how this part of the university feels. Seems to be somewhat cursed, if you ask me.
I can relate.
But we let them do their own thing, and they don't seem to bother us much.
It's nice to have a goth quarter. Okay.
Okay. So, what do you guys do?
Can we... Sorry, go ahead. You first.
No.
How big is this building? How big is it, like overall?
The building itself is only about 2 feet tall. Not two. It's only about 2
2
stories.
feet tall. My God.
It's a dollhouse.
Yeah, you have to crawl inside. You have to army crawl your way in. It's about 2 stories tall, but it does seem to go wide and go far back.
Okay.
And then as it goes further back, it does get taller as well. It looks like to a max of maybe about 10 stories tall. The further back it goes.
Oh wow! So it goes it slopes upward then.
Slopes up, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. And what is it made? Is it made out of the same materials?
It's not made out of the same material. It's made out of brick.
Brick.
Mm-hmm.
So like the actual architecture is completely different from the rest of the city. Then it seems
Completely different. Yeah. It looks like it's the rest of the city is mostly made out of ivory, stonework. This is made out of brick.
Are there any people coming in or out of this building?
Not at the moment. Night's beginning to fall. It looks like people are starting to go their own ways. The green is starting to clear out somewhat.
Are there any kind of insignias or any symbols or anything like that, or in the architecture that may sort of indicate its purpose?
On the front of the building, you see a sign that's labeled. One sec. That is labeled Roten's building.
Roten?
Yeah, Roten.
Roten's building.
I assume that's not a name that we recognize from history or anything like that.
It is not. No, it's unfamiliar to you.
Roten.
It's Faye for cafeteria.
Cafeteria's building. What?
It's a Sabaro.
It's
Ancient Savara.
no wonder why it's so dark and touched with curses. There's a door, I assume.
There is a door. It's closed.
I'll head towards the door.
The carriage peels away. Good luck.
That was a bit abrupt. All right.
Fucking hell, Jesus.
Night has fully fallen, and a veil seems to have cloaked most of the rest of the city, so that you cannot see everything except for this large university building in front of you.
Shall we head inside?
I guess we have no choice. I'm just trying to figure out something. Who's this benefactor guy? I don't know. Was that a person?
I think it's a person. I think we have to go inside and ask.
I think so.
If we don't get our face eaten off, I just went from one.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. We're probably not in danger.
I feel like we're in less danger than we were a minute ago. Let's just go for it.
Right. Yeah.
I'll head inside.
Okay, I'll follow.
All right. So the three of you approach the building and open the door. The door opens, and in front of you is a rather darkly, dimly lit room, covered in this ugly, worn-down green carpet, a large wooden desk with kind of this ornate animal claws propping it up, wooden animal claws propping up the desk. At the table sits a kind of scraggly looking fey man with long, greasy black hair down his face to his neck. And he's sitting there just writing, and he looks up at you. Can I help you?
I think we're looking for someone named Sirius.
Sets down his quill, takes off his glasses to look up at you. You have found him.
Great.
I'm very busy. How can I help you? Why are you here?
I think we're here to help you. We're the Mystery Squad. Maybe you've heard of us. We were hoping to find out more about the benefactor.
You're here for the benefactor.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you should have said that when you walked in. I'm a man short on time.
I thought I did. Okay, sorry.
And you're kind of getting like kind of these vibes from him that kind of sets you off the wrong way. He stands up, walks around the desk, and walks to you, puts out his long, bony, fingered hand to shake your hands. I am Sirius Creeps.
Well met.
write that down.
My name
For some
is
reason.
Defane Black.
I'm
Bam.
Shaggy.
Shaggy.
I'm Velma. Velma
Those
Beer.
are interesting names the three of you have.
Where we're from, that's also pretty weird, actually. Not gonna lie.
Is that creeps with like 3 E's or just 2?
2 E's. I think it is rather regal. And he like steeples his fingers up to his face.
I do too.
Thank you. Now you are here regarding the issue with the benefactor, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we understand, yeah.
Do you have any information?
No.
Okay, I believe I should... Sounds like I have to brief you then, is that right?
Please.
Very well, please
Background info.
have a seat. And he gestures to the floor in front of the desk.
I sit down crisscross applesauce on the floor.
God
like a
damn
child.
it! You got it before I did. Damn it!
Everyone in unison just like collapses.
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
He sits on the desk, crosses one leg over the other, and looks at the three of you. Well, it seems that my boss, the benefactor of which you speak, Roten Goldbag, has gone missing.
God in heaven. Mr. Great. I love it. It's so good.
He was last seen a few nights ago.
It's a mystery.
what happened?
Gold bag. Yes.
Do you have any more information?
Well, he was on his deathbed. And there was an issue of his inheritance. And his inheritance was supposed to go towards, well, it was kind of up in the air, you see. So, what I need the three of you to do is to investigate. He had a large inheritance that was supposed to go towards this portion of the university, this school in particular.
Of course.
With him gone, that inheritance is left in the air.
Sad.
So we don't expect that we'll find him on the mortal plane.
Well, I'm not sure where you would find him. He may still be here in Stelea. Perhaps he is on the material plane, I'm not sure, but I would recommend starting your investigation here, within the university, specifically within this section, which is the alchemy school.
Do you have a picture of him or anything that we could go off of? Or equivalent?
Yep, he reaches over the desk and there's a picture sitting on the desk and he turns it towards you. And there's a picture of kind of this, what you would expect kind of the rather wealthy benefactor, somebody who has instilled a lot of money into the school to be. He's got this kind of big gray beard and a bulbous nose, kind of puffy in the cheeks. Looks like maybe he drinks a lot. Yeah, a little bit like Santa Claus.
All right.
All right. Is there anywhere that he frequented, like a local pub or restaurant or something? Poker house?
He was a man of business. Most of his time was spent within this school. Often you would find him, if not in his residence, then perhaps in the alchemist's study, or even in the Grand Library.
Fantastic.
How far away are the alchemist's study and grad library from here?
Well, they are all within this building. His residence is just down the hall, if you wanted to take a look there. The alchemist's study is actually in the basement. So if you want to take a look down there, you just go down to the basement.
Sure.
And then the Grand Library is way in the back of the building. You may have seen where it gets larger towards the back.
yes.
That's where the Grand Library is.
Lovely. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Is there anything about this building we should be wary of? Any locks or traps or anything like that?
Well, it's a very old building. You may have noticed that it is not like the rest of this city. Okay?
We did.
So I would
notice
just
that.
advise weird things can happen here. I would advise you to simply just be aware and be careful.
Is there anything still living in here besides, I don't know, you?
Oh yes, there are students that come and go. There is the alchemist himself. There is there are many people.
Who's the alchemist?
The alchemist is His name is Don.
What's
Don
his-
Trust.
Oh,
Don Trust. I
God.
feel like if we put that together, we get Don't Rust. Don't rust.
Don't
Rust.
rust.
Don't
Don't
rust.
Yeah,
That's
don't
right.
Probably what it
Rust.
is.
Yeah.
So
He sounds like he
Probably
might
not
be.
metal.
He never gets rusty. I think that's a good takeaway. I'm
just
sure that's a
sharp.
coincidence, Shaggy.
Yeah.
There aren't real names
Or-
that mean things like
Or
that.
if you think about it in a different, it's do trust, whatever trust.
You lost me.
That's cool.
in the Fey world. means
Yes,
something.
this is a Fey word.
I want to take them.
Trust.
I want to take them to the side and excuse us just a moment, like in the corner. Like, I just have a hunch. Do you want to do that thing where you grab the side of his face and like rip it off and be like, "Let's see who you really are"? Or do you think that might hurt him?
I think that we might want to wait for the end of this particular
Okay.
exercise.
Okay.
Because we don't want to like play ourselves too early.
Right.
on
I don't
this,
want
you know
to
what I
like accidentally pull real hair or anything.
mean? No. I mean,
knows
I have special abilities.
And she points to her glasses and she says, "These eyes see everything."
Oh,
If you know what I mean.
It's not a disguise. That's his. Oh God, that's his real face. It's horrible.
I mean, I don't know really until I get real close, but it's
So
just
greasy.
Yeah.
yeah, super gross.
Okay.
It could be just real hair.
Ew. God, I hope not. He needs to condition. Okay, I think we're ready. I like your hair.
Very well. Why, thank you. It's the secret is not washing it.
Oh wow, I wouldn't have guessed.
He runs his hands through it,
Ooh.
and when his hands come off, you just see like his hands are like twice as shiny as they were before they.
Oh
went through his hair.
Lord. God.
Has a
Anyhow, yet again,
lot
I am
of body.
Sirius Creeps. Make yourself at home. Again, his residence is just down the hall.
Now that Sirius has finished his potentially evil monologue, I'm going to go ahead and see if he was lying during any portion of what he was saying to us, since I have a special ability called Ear for Deceit.
Ooh.
Yes, which means that whenever I make an insight check to determine whether a creature is lying, I get to treat a roll of 7 or lower on the d20 as an 8.
Ooh.
And then add all the bonuses.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Go and roll your insight.
Okay, here we go. And that was an 8.
Oh.
Plus 2, a total of 10.
All right.
You feel that everything he told you was truthful,
Okay.
Yeah, he's
but
definitely.
he does give you some serious creepy vibes.
That's okay. I mean,
It's in the
that's
name.
that.
It's in the name.
It is.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Should we check out his residence?
Sure. I mean, it's the closest place.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna. We'll just go. We'll
what's
let you know if
going
we
on
need
over here.
anything. Yeah.
Just chill. Just chill walk.
So you begin to make your way down the hall. The hall is lined with windows and paintings. Outside the windows, you can see that night has indeed fallen. And it's a rather dark night. You do not see any stars in the sky. You see trees outside, but it looks like they are bare of leaves. Their limbs writhing in the night sky, casting the faintest shadow over the windows of the building. Suddenly, a pack of bats flies by the window, screeching as it goes. You see the bats, and you notice cobwebs in the corner of this hallway. You're getting spooked by this place.
I am spooked. It is spooky in here. Properly spooky.
The sconces lining the hall, casting faint light over these paintings, which seem to illuminate the faces of the ancestors of Rotten Goldbag. As you approach the other end of the hallway, you see a plaque there with his name, and the door is closed. What do you do?
Normally I would just try and open it, but after everything we've been through today, I think I'm gonna try and check for traps on this door from back
That's
here.
a great idea. Great idea. I completely and wholeheartedly support this idea. Go.
I'm gonna be 10 feet back, use my eyes to investigate, and also my mage hand to kind of like run the mage hand around the door, see if it feels weird.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you do an investigation check. and you're also going to do Mage Hand.
Yeah, I've been badly burned. Ooh, that's 14.
Okay. All right. So you got a 14 investigation. The Mage Hand doesn't find anything. It just seems to be a door that is shut.
Great.
With a 14 investigation, one thing you do notice is that it doesn't look like there's any sign of that the door has been broken into. Any sort of forced entry.
Is there like a keyhole? Whoa.
Oh, what? Okay, fine.
There's a keyhole. There's also a handle.
Defade, hold on. Shucky. When we were in that tube, you had a very special ability, which I think we could use again. You could turn yourself into like animals and insects and stuff like that, right?
I sure can.
So, I would recommend that you sort of act as a forward scout per se.
Ooh.
Just turn yourself into something that could climb through that keyhole.
I could definitely do that. I think I can turn into an insect. I'm trying to see if I could also turn into a gas, but I think that we haven't taken any rests since we escaped the tomb.
I was
right?
going to say, the carriage ride was an hour. Is that a short rest?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point.
You had a short rest.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, generous
Nice.
DM. You guys, I have Song of Rest as one of my bardic skills, so you can add an extra d6 to whatever you use on your hit points to heal yourself.
Yo,
Sad to say, I didn't lose any hit points, so
I definitely did.
no effect for me.
I appreciate the healing.
You didn't take any damage in the cathedral when you blew up that pew that exploded in your face?
Oh no, I did, and then I healed myself back up to full.
Oh, good for you.
So
Very
then I got the temp hit points too.
Ooh,
On top of
what are
that,
you doing?
Which are now gone, by the way, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long they last for. Regardless,
A day.
yes, I would like to turn myself into what's something small that could still see well? Like a bug? A spider?
Yeah, bug with big eyes.
Yeah.
We'll say in this
Think of a
realm,
little
a spider
spider.
sees really well. Yeah.
All right. So I would like to. I can't talk, by the way, once I'm here. So, I'll communicate to you through spider sign language. You guys all know spider sign language, right?
Yeah, obviously, because we practice it on all our off days. We'll understand exactly what you're trying to say.
Perfect. Because we can.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to turn into a spider and creep through this keyhole right over in this room.
Yeah. So you turned yourself into a multi-eyed spider. And you creepily, with the the darkness around you and the bats flying outside and the cobwebs, climb your way up the door, and you slowly walk into and through the keyhole into the other side of the door. And before you is indeed what looks like a rather small residence where Rotten Goldbag seemed to do a lot of his work, but also slept. He does have a desk in here. There is a bed. On the far, so you come in straight, on the far left wall, you see an organ. There's this kind of ornate leather golden chair standing behind the position behind the desk. And then again, you see more paintings on the wall of what looks like his family members, windows that lead outside with the ominous leafless trees blowing in the wind.
Okay. We can open the door from this side, presumably. Right?
You look back and you see the door there, and it does have a handle. You could certainly try.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn back into a human and pull it open
Hey.
Okay.
or push it open.
Door opens up.
Right. It's going
yeah.
through. It's a party.
Isn't it interesting that Mr. Creeps called it his deathbed before he had died? Doesn't it only turn into a deathbed after someone's died in it?
I don't know if that's technically correct. I think that like if you're on your deathbed, then you are still alive technically.
Yes, your last legs, one might say.
Seems.
Although I don't think you can actually sort of get out of your deathbed once you're in your deathbed. So
It does seem difficult.
Oh, thanks for the sub,
Oh, you got a sub?
our old friend.
Nice.
So
Thanks,
there's pictures of his family. It looks like on the wall.
Yeah, lining the hallway and inside his residence. Just pictures of his ancestors, his mother, his great grandmother.
Are there any
his
pictures
father.
of kids that he's like X'd out? Like, I hate this kid in particular, and they'll never get any of mine, like anything from my will.
No, but to be clear, what Sirius Creeps said to you is that yeah, I get what you're asking. No, there's pictures of kids on the wall as well. Nothing looks like it's been defaced angrily or anything of that sort.
Okay.
But the Sirius Creeps did make it clear that the issue with the inheritance is more related to the university, to the school,
Okay.
than a personal family matter.
Okay.
Like, is there any hot food made or like dirty dishes that haven't been cleaned? Something that might indicate that he left in a hurry.
The room is rather clear of anything like that. But when you did enter the room, when you turned back into a human, and when the two of you went, you opened the door and the two of you entered, so the three of you in here, you do get a faint like biscuity smell.
Biscuity.
Interesting. Can I look under the bed?
Sure. Yep.
Anything interesting under there?
Gonna make an investigation check.
And I only just remembered that I have reliable talent, so dirty 20. Yeah.
Heyo.
Yeah. Under the bed, you find what looks like some sort of crumbs and the remains of a biscuit of some sort, brown,
Biscuits.
in the shape of like a dog bone.
Wait a minute.
Oh no!
Wait a minute.
Oh
My nose is
my god!
Cylindrical and kind of bulbous at the end.
My god!
I might say it's a snack. Even.
Shaggy. These look familiar to you?
I feel like I recognize the smell, and I recognize. Look, I can't quite place the name. I'm not sure what they're called.
It looks like it may have been something that was snacked on at some point.
It does seem like a snack, right?
Interesting.
But
I'd
you've
like
never
to-
seen anything like it before.
Oh, well, I'd like to taste the biscuit, which smells good.
I toss it to you.
I'd like to take a little nibble.
Okay.
See if we can get into the mind of this guy.
As you take a nibble, you immediately feel this. It tastes not the greatest. It's kind of bland and dry, but you do feel a familiar feeling as I need you to roll a d8, and you can give that number of hit points back to yourself.
Nice.
As it seems to heal you somewhat.
Take
All
it.
right. Very cool.
So Shaggy, is this like a kid who's eating cookies or something, or what was that?
I feel like this is more of a snack for adults that like you could take to rejuvenate you.
Nice.
Like an eccentric old wizard kind of snack, like the old lady who just eats cat food,
Yeah, but like the shape of it is so distinctive.
It's very distinctive.
Looks-
Maybe this indicates that there was a dog here because it's in the shape of a bone. Right. So maybe someone
Could be.
had a dog in here for some reason. Or another. Is there a dog here? Anything that might indicate that there was a dog in this area?
You're kind of breaking up a little bit, Jordan.
Sorry. Is there like dog hair on the floor or anything else that might indicate that there was a dog here?
You don't see any dog hair on the ground. Make a perception check for me.
Sure. Dirty 20.
Wow. The crumbs, the bulk of the snack, whatever you might want to call it, and the crumb is under the bed. The crumbs seem to be kind of positioned around the snack, but then they lead a trail towards the organ.
In the organ, like are we?
Sorry, you're breaking up. Sorry.
Can we? I would like
That's
to open up the organ to see if there's anything under the lid, out of the ordinary.
Yeah. So you walk over to the organ, and you lift up the top of it. Is that what you're doing to look inside of it? Yeah.
I assume an organ is like a piano in that way.
Yeah. You lift it up, and in there, as you're lifting it up, you see carved into the inside, the inside of the lid, It's carved, "Deface the organ."
The words "deface the organ" are carved into the lid over the keys.
Yep. So like if you put the lid down, you don't see it, you lift it up. "Deface the organ" is carved into that lid.
Is it the lid that covers the strings of the organ or the lid that covers the keys?
The lid that covers. You tell me. Which one did you open up?
I think the strings.
The strings.
Yes, but that makes
Yeah, the back of it.
Okay. The strings. Yes, that's where it's carved. It's not over the keys. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think this is a very silly thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway because this is a mystery. And we are in mystery land, so mysteries must be solved. I'm going to super lean into it. As you may or may not know, the keys on which these wonderful notes are to be played are in order between the letters A through a G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, with the black notes being the sharps as well as the flats.
It's technically C through C, but continue.
That's okay. I am simply going in alphabetical order for the plebeians who may not understand the musical notation. It also depends on what note you start with. Anyway, so if you go ahead and place your finger over,
and she pushes down on the key of D on the organ.
That is a D, pleasantly heard. As you can see within the markations on this particular thing, there is D-E-F-A-C-E-E. D-E-F-A-C-E.
So then Velma pushes her finger onto E.
Velma, what are you getting at? We need to ruin this thing. I was going to take an axe.
No,
and you're just wasting time making a little song. That's stupid.
Absolutely.
You're
absolutely
stupid.
not.
Get out of the
Okay,
way.
well,
I go to hit it with an axe.
What the?
It said to deface it. We have to do what it says. All right, you do your thing first, and then I'll finish.
Thank you. As she stands there, like cowering before the axe, like the fucking Shining.
My Drax is showing here. I'm sorry.
Yes. She lightly presses down on F. Then A. Then C. And then E.
And then slowly but surely, the organ starts to swing away from the wall, exposing a dark, dank, mildew-smelling passageway before you.
It's amazing. I haven't even defaced it yet. It must have known I was about to.
Of course.
Okay. I just remember.
Reason and intelligence wins over brute strength every time.
I just remembered I have an intelligence of 19. I'm just playing a Draxler because it's funny that way. I'll be normal again. Okay. Looking at
by the torch. Right? We want to go down this dark and dank tunnel, right?
Yeah, looking around, do we think we might have overlooked anything in this room?
It looks like you covered most of the main things. There's not much in here.
Okay.
Not much in here.
Yeah, I guess I'll also light a torch.
Okay.
No, a lantern. I'm gonna lant a hooded light. I have a thing.
You got it. Work it. Let's go.
I'm going to lant my light. Nope.
Mate's a plate.
I'm gonna light my lantern of hooded. Close enough.
There you go. Nailed it. So who has the lights? So you have a lantern, and Shaggy does too. Who goes first?
How wide is it? Can we go together? Linking arms side by side.
You can, yeah. One can walk through the door into it at a time, but it is about 15 feet wide. So several you can stand next to each other. Yeah.
I'll have my mage hand carry the lantern 10 feet ahead of us to light the way, and yeah, we can go side by side from there.
Okay.
What you're doing? Can you get them back, or is it too late? Or
get what?
Are they trapped forever? You're familiar? Didn't they get trapped behind a magical veil?
Oh yeah, I can summon him again, but it's gonna take an hour, and I would have had to work on that in the carriage, and I didn't declare it, so.
Gotcha.
And also, Velma got mad at me for just you like solving all the puzzles by myself with the familiar, so I don't think I'm going to summon him again.
Vilma's got the glasses.
Like
Gotta use the
glasses, just
glasses.
take away her glasses and she's totally like useless. She's just like, might as well be a henchman in a first edition Dungeons and Dragons game.
Or a summoned ape.
Or summoned ape.
There you go.
Okay, so we make our way into the passage with a hooded lantern hovering 10 feet in front of us.
Nice.
Casting an ominous light, your shadows cast long behind you as you make your way down the passage. Again, this hallway looks like it was built a long time ago and perhaps was long forgotten, with the exception of being that it is your light. Actually, you know what? What's everybody's passive perception?
My passive
Yes,
investigation, you said? My passive?
Yes, I was gonna say.
20.
Oh, damn.
Really?
20.
Mine's
Who's got
11.
thick glasses.
Minus 12.
Okay, Shaggy. So you notice as you're walking through this passageway winds on for quite a while, and again, the walls are made of this kind of ancient stone where some of the plaster between the stones is kind of just crumbling away, leaving kind of a thick layer of dust on the ground. Right? Doesn't look like it's been used, with the exception. You notice on the ground one set of footprint and a small circle.
In a circle?
Like a peg leg?
Not in a circle.
And a circle. No, that's what
You just nailed it. You perceived it to be a peg leg, kind of. A foot and a circle next to it.
Whoa. I think
That
we're
seems to
in
be
a
the only thing that's
pirate's
disturbed.
treasure.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Alright, gang.
settling.
First paint this.
Not picking you up, bud.
Let me adjust.
Yeah, no worries.
Give me a minute.
Take that microphone and put it in front of your face.
Should we follow the tracks?
I think we should. I think we should follow the tracks.
Right.
All right, let's do it.
Did we see pictures of Roten himself? We saw a picture of Roten himself, the Santa-looking fellow.
Yeah. Yep.
Did he have two functioning legs?
It was more of a portrait. You did not see. It wasn't a full body thing.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay.
I wonder if I should have looked at those portraits to see if the eyes had been cut out of any of them.
They always
True.
are. You can just assume that they are.
Yeah, damn it.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Follow these tracks in the dust.
Mm-hmm. Let's go on in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Keeping an eye out for traps along the way
Okay.
because I'm
Yeah.
traumatized.
So you make your way along the passage. It does wind a good distance down and then up. Seems to go kind of underground a little bit and then back up. It takes you about 5 minutes to get to the end of this passage. The journey itself, being only 5 minutes, passed uneventfully. You didn't notice anything else out of the ordinary. It looks like this passage really has not been used in a long time, with the exception of those tracks and the ones that you yourselves just put there. Eventually, you get to the end of the passage, and before you is a kind of like a stone facade that's kind of cut into the rest of the stone, with two candelabras on either side. Dangling from the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are the candelabras lit?
They are not lit. The only light being cast is from the Fanes.
Okay. Well, I move that we at least start lighting the candelabras and making it a little less spooky in here. We'll start to light. At least, how many were there? Two?
One on either side, left and right
Yeah.
of this stone
I'd like to
facade.
start by lighting them. See how that goes.
Okay. You light them. They are now lit. Nothing happens.
Cool with that.
Do they move? Like, can you sort of like turn one to the left or turn? Do they like turn to the left or to the right?
You try to move them?
Yes, I do.
Which one do you try to move?
The left one.
Okay. You grab onto it, and indeed it moves. And suddenly the stone facade in front of you opens up before you, exposing entrance to another room.
2 for 2.
Oh. Okay, if we see a bookshelf, I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Now I gotta catch
Shove me at it. I get it. Okay, it's funny. Ha ha ha.
Or will we?
Little did you know, this is my house. That's the reason why I know everything in here.
that.
After the door opens, you hear a sh thunk, sh thunk, sh thunk. And then suddenly a head pokes out from where the door opened, and you see kind of this like really this kind of orange-faced, crazed-looking, almost looks like a mad scientist with this white apron, peek his head through. Well, hello.
Oh man, Withers?
No,
Oh,
Don.
Don?
Done.
What are you doing
Don.
using this hallway?
Hi. Are you
Don't rust. Yeah.
Don Rust?
Don't
On trust.
Don
trust.
Dangerous.
I just got a good feeling about this guy. Hi, we're the mystery squad. We're looking for the benefactor. Have you seen him? Does this man have 2 functioning legs?
You can't see. He just kind of has his head poked,
Okay.
like leaned to the side.
Okay. Then I'll let that
You're
question
still in the
stand.
hallway. Okay. What did you ask?
We're looking for the benefactor. Do you know anything about what might have happened to him?
And you're still in the hallway. Is that right?
Yes.
You haven't left the hallway. I'm just making sure. It's trying to set the scene.
Okay.
No, but if you see him, I'd love to talk to him.
Sure. Yeah, just let us in for a second, would you? We just need to.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Come on in.
Right.
He holds out his hand to help you guys out of the one by one. Grab your hands and help you out because it's a little low.
That's a full of nope. I'm not touching that guy's hand.
I go
I'll
first.
take it.
He seems nice. I bet he's got candy.
He grabs your hand gently and helps you out of the hallway. And what about you, Shaggy?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him help me. I don't think I necessarily need it, but it's nice to let someone be helpful.
He helps you out too. Both of you, when you hold onto his hand, it's like cold, like clammy and cold. And that gives you the creeps too, despite how nice he's been. He helps you out. And you get as you enter the room, you get just old man stench, right?
Ew.
Just,
Oh.
yeah, cotton balls. And Velma, you come out, you don't accept his help.
Nope.
An independent one, I see. Very good. Very good. And as the 3 of you leave the passageway, the door behind you slowly closes, and you see that it was a fireplace through which you came.
Ooh.
So it was a fireplace entrance. And as you enter this room, you get a better look at the room now. It seems like you've entered kind of like an alchemist's study. You see ancient looking wooden shelves with bottles of various colors, Erlenmeyer flasks and tubes that have smoke rising from them. The walls again made of stone with cobwebs hanging here and there, books kind of disheveled everywhere. And you get the sense that this is an alchemist study.
So when was the last time you saw Mr. Roten?
I believe it was about a week ago, when we were discussing the matter of the inheritance.
The inheritance. And how did that conversation go?
Oh, it was fine. It was, perfectly cordial. I've always, me and Reginald, not Reginald, sorry, me and Rotten, we've always been on good terms with each other.
That's nice.
Of course. What did he tell you he was going to do with his fortune?
Oh, I was going to go to the alchemist school, of course.
Of course. The alchemist school specifically.
Yes. For to to help with our work with the with the snacks that we're making. See, have you heard about these?
I'm sorry, you're using an alchemical lab to make snacks?
Oh, these aren't just any snacks.
Okay.
Say more?
Do tell, what kind of snacks are they?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of various potions that they're far more common, potions of healing and potions of strength. Well,
Boring.
what if exactly boring, right? What if we took those potions, those drinks, and turned them into a food, into a snack?
I like where you're going with
Like
it.
an
You can eat it. An edible, yes.
Yeah, I like that. That's catchy. Wait,
So that's what we've been working on.
what are the shapes of these edibles that you were making? These foodstuffs.
Well, we only have one mold which we use. It's in the shape. It's the strangest thing. It's in the weird shape of a dog bone. But that's what we cast the snacks in, and they're in the shape, of a dog bone. Yes.
What else would they be? Sure.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Does the Feywild have a Food and Drug Administration?
absolutely not. It is the Wild West here.
Wow. I feel like this is violating so many laws of nature.
Oh, now that we're in the same room, what is the deal with this man's feet?
You look down, and indeed, he has 1 foot and 1 peg leg.
Cool.
Catch.
Interesting.
So, is there any reason you think, perhaps, Mr. Trust, that, I don't know, the inheritance would suddenly disappear? Like, who else would want the money?
Well, I would like to know the same thing. As far as I know, he's going to always give the inheritance to the chemical school, to the alchemist school. Perhaps somebody else wanted it and just took Mr. Goldbag and took the inheritance for themselves. Doesn't care about education or learning new things, I suppose.
That's terrible.
Bad.
What do these snacks do exactly? You said it's not a healing potion. Like, what are they capable of?
Oh no, that's what I meant. They're not the potion, but they're a healing snack.
Healing snack.
That's what we were starting with, was healing snacks, and eventually we'd work our way to other sorts of, snacks that are usually in the form of potions, such as invisibility or snacks of strength. Just everybody loves snacks, don't they?
Of course, obviously,
I think that's a
especially
great
Shaggy.
idea.
Sure.
Absolutely. Will not argue there.
But the only kind you've created so far has been the snacks of healing. No other kind.
That's right. And even those weren't very powerful. They're not what we need them to be yet, but they're a work in progress. But we really need that inheritance to keep the work going.
Guys, this whole time Velma has been scribbling in a notepad that she has on the back of her backpack, just sort of fastened there. And there's all kinds of diagrams with faces and arrows and shit. It kind of looks like this, and with just notes all over the place. And in giant letters in the middle of this diagram is "Who wouldn't like snacks?" Circled in giant caps.
That's it. That's narrowing it down.
Yes, perhaps that's it. Maybe there's somebody who does not like snacks.
Monster.
Yeah.
What are you using to make these snacks?
Oh, there's all sorts of chemicals that we receive. There's and he rattles off a list of things, these complicated names for plants and herbs and things that you really don't know.
11 different herbs and spices. Interesting.
Yes.
Are there any ingredients that might be perhaps taken from someone or something that might be, I don't know, forbidden or perhaps
Illegal?
not to be used or illegally obtained?
Oh no, the Academy head would never allow that.
Insight check.
For fucking real.
Go ahead, insight check.
I've got ear for deceit specifically for this.
Are we both rolling for it?
Hey, go for it. We're both doing
All
it.
I'm going to use my reliable talent to bump this shitty 6 up to, I think it's a 10.
It is. Yeah, that's true. Reliable talent does seem to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15. Crossing a bard with a rogue is like the most OP class for this adventure.
Not for long. One D&D is going to kick it right in the nutsack. But okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, can't crit on sneak attacks anymore. Okay.
15 for me. I don't know
15.
what Belmont got.
Here we go. Don't roll like shit. That was a 16.
Nice.
Yeah, both of you don't get the sense he's lying, but you also don't get the sense that he really knows what he's talking about.
That's surprising. Doesn't know what he's
You're
talking.
not getting a sense of lying.
When you say he doesn't know what he's
About
talking about,
that.
meaning like he doesn't know what he's talking about with the actual process of making the snacks?
He doesn't know what it doesn't seem he knows what he responded way too quickly.
Mhm.
He gave no thought to the response when you said how it's sourced.
Fuck a duck. Okay, cool.
It's people.
I know. You bastards! You blew it up. Sorry.
If you think there's issues with how we source our materials, I would recommend you take it up with Academy Head Honest.
Is that his last name or his first name?
Honest. Have you never heard of Honest? The Academy Head, the whole school.
I drink his apple juice. It's terrific.
I think you're thinking of a different Honest.
His whole name is just Honest?
No, his last name is Crook. Honest Crook.
Oh, of course. That makes
It's
sense.
not on the nose at all.
If you want to speak to him, his office is in the Grand Library.
All right. I do want to speak to him.
This man
Cool.
gets the feeling that we also don't know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Goes both ways.
All right.
Yup.
Is there anything else you feel like we should know that would help us on our investigation?
Let me think for a moment. No, I don't think so. I would recommend you talk to Honest Crook. And if you find anything, please let me know. I know he wasn't healthy. I know he was on his deathbed, but I hope he's found alive at least. He would do such a terrible thing. And we need that money for our research, you see.
Of course.
Of course.
Matt has a very strong feeling that things are going to get very, very dark in the last portion of this particular adventure. It's just what I'm feeling right now. I'm just saying.
All Scooby snacks. It's all good. Well, it was so nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We just go out this way and then that way to head towards the Grand Library, or is there more down this hidden passage this way?
That's just goes between the benefactor's room and my room. He and I were the only ones who knew about it.
Oh, okay.
Hasn't been used in ages. How did you find out about it?
That's just process of deduction, actually, really, if you think about it, because clearly, it's either that or throw an axe onto it, but
And she just like looks over at Defane.
not that anybody would ever want to do that.
Not at all.
Well, we'll go back the way we came through his bedroom.
You don't need to. You can go out that door right there.
Where does that door
The
lead?
normal way.
The normal way?
That leads into the hallways of the school, and you follow, and he gives you directions. Make a left here and a right there, and that'll take you to the Grand Library. You can't miss it. It's massive.
Great. We'll definitely go out the way you came. Thank you so much. I'll just shut this door behind us on our way out so you can... I'll shut this fireplace on the way out so you can focus.
Thank you.
So nice.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
We duck back, spin through the fireplace.
And as you're spinning the fireplace closed, you, out of the corner of your eye, you see. I can never remember my characters' own names. You see.
Don?
Yeah,
Don Trust.
You see Don's eyes kind of dart down the alleyway, looking down at the ground, and he kind of just shakes his head and heads back over to his workstation. Continues working, looking busy.
So we do not go the way he told us to go. I want to go into his bedroom to investigate.
Good question. Good point.
So he doesn't have a bedroom here.
Oh, I thought he said his residence was connected to Roten's residence.
That was Roten's residence. From what I understand, based on the map that I've hastily drawn, there is a map which is basically it won't be picked up on my camera, but it's basically like the residence is this hand.
Uh-huh.
And then there's that secret passageway from the residence.
Yep.
And then on the other side is the
Alchemist study.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. What I meant, like, it's yeah, maybe I said resonance, I didn't mean to, but it's just connected between the two, and that's it.
I gotcha. Okay, cool.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
What a weird way to set up a completely above the board office. Oh, well.
Some people, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Should we head to Honest?
Yeah, to the Grand Library, I guess.
Yeah, we have directions, right?
We should have asked him what about this honest crook guy. I mean, like, he said he's the head of the whole school, right? He's the academy head.
Yeah,
Seems
that's
very
true.
reliable.
Sure. Okay.
Sure, it'll be fine.
As you guys leave the alchemist study, you're making your way through the school, following the directions that Don Trust gave you. It's starting to storm outside. You hear the loud patter of raindrops on the tin ceilings. As you're still in the part of the school where the ceiling is lower, you hear thunder crackle outside. Echo in your ears, kind of drowning out a lot of the noise in this building. It takes you only about 5 minutes to make your way to the Grand Library. And a Grand Library it is, though not beautiful, but large and ancient. Stories upon stories, like I said, it was about 10 stories tall, of just bookshelves lined with ancient books, newer books, parchments, manuscripts. Countless. You can't even take it all in one glance as you enter the atrium of this library. Grand circular stairwells that lead to each story. You see signs pointing to, different departments in the library, being, antiquities, history, science, magic. And then you see one sign points to Academy Head's office.
Well, that should make him easy
I'll
to
follow that
find.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You follow that.
Sure.
You follow that. It is a set of circular steps leading up through the Grand Library to the very top floor. And the very top floor does have some bookshelves, but not nearly as packed as the ones below it. The entire top floor seems to be dedicated to office space. And sitting behind another grand wooden desk, with his feet propped up on a stool, with his head back, eyes closed, snoring lightly, with a book on his chest, is this bookish-looking, kind of middle-aged man. His desk scattered with various paperwork. He looks like a very busy man, judging by what's on his desk.
Rather than just waking him up and having a conversation, should we sneak in and root around before he wakes up?
That's a
That's
really
a great
good idea.
I think it's a good idea.
I think so too.
Let me just see something here before we do that. Give me 1 second here.
Sure.
I get the feeling like we're looking for like a deed, right? Like a deed?
Or a will?
A will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a body.
Or a corpse.
Or a body.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
This is a fucking Hail Mary pass, as we like to call them in the halfling world.
What a weird, yeah, we do call it that. I wonder why.
I don't know who Mary is.
Why we're hailing here.
Or why I'm hailing her. So, I'm gonna go ahead and cast a spell. It only works if this dude's body is in 1,000 feet of us.
Okay.
And if it's in motion, I can tell the direction of the movement.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's as best as I could do.
Foolproof.
Totally. Okay.
I'm going to cast Locate Object, which is the second of my 2 levels, 2 slots.
Okay. All right. And what do you have to do? Is there anything you have to do for that?
It says describe or name an object that is familiar to you. So in this case, since I've seen this guy, I've seen Roten, I've seen his portrait, I would probably be able to just describe the body of Roten, at least from the head up. I mean, I haven't seen the body below it, but if his head is hanging out somewhere.
Yeah. You get nothing.
Fuck.
His body is definitively not within 1,000 feet of you.
Okay, well, that is a humongous boon to our investigation, knowing that this building, in its totality, from where we are right now to where we came in, is most likely within 1,000 feet. So,
Wait a minute. It could mean that he's not dead yet and he's not an object, he's still a person.
Ooh, so we locate people too?
yeah, I mean, it could be a person. It
Person
could
or
be
an object.
A person or an object.
Yeah.
Okay, what if the object or slash person slash body
maybe it's
was
not. It might not be, actually. It might only
it
be
is.
object.
I
think you're right. I think it's just an object. Oh, was he wearing anything?
Yeah, but you don't know
I
what
mean,
he
on
was
the
wearing.
picture.
On the
On
picture.
last day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, in the portrait on the desk, is that the
That's
picture he was
true.
wearing on his desk? Like,
What are the odds?
Wearing a wig?
What are those things that like the French used to wear? The like a
rough-
really poofy.
oh yeah, like the King Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was wearing one of those. It's like
the frills.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
You are not able to locate that either. That's definitely not. No, it is within 1,000 feet.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, shit.
Do you get a sense of where it is?
It says you sense the direction to the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you.
But that's just probably his closet.
You get a sense that it's coming from his quarters that you just came from.
I mean, we could follow it if you want. But we could also not.
This could be a total shot in the fucking dark, guys. I don't know why I did this. I think I just wasted a spell slot, but whatever.
No, I think it was a good idea.
Do you like the idea?
Okay, so we know where his frilly thing was. But what if his body itself had been transfigured into something like a snack of some kind?
The academy head is still snoring, but he like jerks a little bit.
Oh boy.
Gives like a big snort
Let's
and then
do some
readjust,
rooting.
and he's still asleep.
Do you guys mind if I'll sneak in?
I'll keep a lookout
Okay.
and I'll distract him if he wakes up.
We could split the party. I can head
Always.
on back down.
Always split the party. Yes, do that.
I think
Okay,
that's
cool.
the rule.
Okay.
So I will go ahead.
I mean, it's the fucking finale.
I will go ahead and sneak down back to, following my locate object spell, back down to the residence.
I'll sneak around this office before the head wakes up.
Cool.
I will stay here and keep an eye, make sure if he wakes up that we get some ample warning time.
Thank you.
Velma or Shaggy, you're keeping guard. Velma, you're going back down to the quarters to try to find this whatever the thing is, the French poofy thing, and you're searching the room.
Yeah, and
Yes,
and
the
we
thing.
all like put our hands in the middle and do one of these and then split.
Mystery gang.
Yep. All right, so I'll
It
start.
is the
with,
mystery gang. It is. That's what we're
What
called.
were we saying? Mystery squad?
I think
Mystery
so.
Squad.
Sorry?
Mystery Squad, yeah. That was Squad.
Sorry, please continue.
Yeah. So you, I'll start with you, Defane. No, I'll start with you, Shaggy.
Sure.
So you're keeping guard. You're kind of positioned outside the room. You're keeping an eye both on the room and over the rails that lead 10 stories down to the atrium below. Down each story, there's desks here and there with students. Not many because it's late, but some kind of studying away with a light, kind of casting a light there. You do see the occasional student look up at you and kind of just give like an odd, like, well, what are they doing? They wave. Some of them have music playing from little devices, antiquated devices, kind of like library vibe chills, kind of echoing faintly in the library. Velma, you quietly make your way back through the school, back towards the quarters of the benefactor, and you're able to find your way there. Do you take the passageway, or do you just take normal hallways?
No, I'll take the passageway, actually.
Okay. Okay, so you take the passageway back, and you kind of wave to the guys. You're taking like the hidden passageway.
I mean, I'm gonna go right back past Don and be like,
I'm sorry, I forgot something. Sorry. Apologies.
Just use the. You'll want to use the just the candelabra right there.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks.
pulls the candelabra.
And the hallway is open to you. You make your way down it, and you get to the opposite side. There are 2 candelabras on either side for you to re-enter the room because it has seemingly closed. Which candelabra do you...
Crap. Should have asked him which one opens the door. Well, one leads to certain death, and one leads to the end of the labyrinth. So I guess I'm just gonna go with, I don't know. Eeny, beeny, miny, mo. Pulls the right one.
Panel in the ceiling. Several darts fly out.
Fuck!
You make a dex check as they come flying at you.
Go fuck yourself.
God damn it. Little do you know. Dex check or dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw, sorry.
No problem. I got plus 10 to that. But 21.
Don't you also have
you're
like
fine.
evasion and uncanny dodge and stuff?
I could just be like, I just step to the side.
Just swat them away. They miss you.
How dare
You're
you?
fine.
How dare you, darts?
Zoinks.
All right. They miss you. You're safe.
What's up, Stone?
What do you do?
Walk. I can't walk any further. I'm just like,
Well, clearly, wrong one.
pulls the left one.
All right. You pull the left one. The door swings open, and you're free to enter his chambers once again.
Yeah, Velma just like says it in a really like exasperative voice. She just goes,
Fucking jinkies.
and then walks in.
Okay. All right. So you're now in his chambers. It is as you left it. You are looking for where that, the whatever it's called, the French poof might be.
Yeah.
There is a dresser on the northern wall,
We didn't
a
check
cupboard, if you will.
the dresser. It's like Investigations 101. Why would you not fucking look at the dresser?
Probably because the DM didn't describe it to you.
Probably because that's the DM.
Red says it's called a cravat. Does that sound right?
A cravat is the like the tie thing that Fred has around his.
That's true.
No.
That's an ascot.
No. Oh, okay. phew.
Ascot. Ascot is what I'm thinking of.
Ascot. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Wait. He has an ascot?
It's an ascot.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch must die. Wait a minute. Checking the name.
It's not
Row
a-
10.
It's not a King Louis thing. We fucking found Fred.
Wait.
Yeah, but is it an anagram? What's Fred's last name?
God damn it. What is Fred's last name? It's like some French name, too. Fuck, Google. Come on, don't let me down. Google. Fred
way.
Scooby Doo. You brilliant genius. It's Fred Jones. Fred Jones.
It's not.
If you rearrange the letters, though.
No, it's not. There's no J in row 10
Oh, okay.
gold bags.
Fine, never mind. It was just rotating. It's sorry. Made drama for no reason.
Serious creeps, honest crook, Don Trust, and row 10 gold bags. Yeah, we nailed it. They're all anagrams.
Yep.
Cracked it.
Put them all together. Put them all together. Just what are you gonna? You gotta. Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine. I knew it.
Son of a bitch.
Opens the dresser.
You open up the dresser, and before you is various drawers, as well as area where it looks like his fancy suits would hang. And indeed, there, hanging on the door that you opened, is the ascot in question.
Is it orange?
As you open the door, piles of paper, parchment fall out of the wardrobe. A quill falls out, black ink all over the parchment.
Oh no. Don't let the ink spill. I'm not there.
I pick up. Are they all blank pieces of parchment?
You pick them up and you start rifling through them. Indeed, they are all blank, except for the ink that you just spilled on them. It looks like rather nice parchment. You know parchment. Some parchment is nice and is meant to last a long time. This is that type of parchment. There's other parchment that is just crap and little oil on it just starts to fall apart. This is nice
it
parchment.
could make sense. He's a researcher at a university that he would have some nice paper to.
No, he's not the researcher. This is the benefactor. Roten's the benefactor. He's like the guy with the money. He's not the guy who's yeah. Why would he have parchment and ink? Is there anything else in this drawer, this chest of drawers, or whatever, this wardrobe thing?
You rifle through and you just find suits for various sorts of affairs of varying levels of fancifulness, ties, nightgowns, nightcaps, things of that sort, but nothing else to note.
And every one of these pieces of parchment is blank.
Yes, you kind of fan through them and they just all look blank. Like it was just kind of shoved in here with the quill.
Maybe it was stolen.
Look at the quill. Anything interesting about the quill?
The quill itself, it is a feather quill. Nothing in particular that you can see. Looks like any other quill.
And this ink is normal ink?
The ink, you pick up the container that the ink was in. It is just black ink. The container itself has kind of like a marble-looking appearance to it.
A marble appearance? Like marble, like the material?
Like marble stone, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And inside, there's nothing in it?
Except from the ink, no, nothing else.
I feel like this. What am I missing? What am I missing? There's clues everywhere and I'm not seeing it. Might have to phone a friend here. Gosh.
I cast the cantrip message. Oh, actually, are they? They're probably farther away than 120 feet, aren't they?
Yeah, they're definitely further than 120 feet.
Fuck. Okay, never mind. There's no like secret hiding places inside the wardrobe or anything like that, or
what do you do?
I'm gonna just like see if I can like pull out the stuff in the wardrobe to look for any secret passages or secret compartments.
You kind of push the clothes to the side and you feel like line witch in the wardrobe on the back of the wardrobe. It feels solid to you. As you're feeling around, you're also looking down at the ground, and there's a thin layer of dust, but it does look like certain parts of that dust have been moved or something has brushed against them. You know what I mean? There's like streaks where the dust is a little cleaner than the other areas of dust.
So I look down at the ground. Are there parts of the stonework that look like they can move?
The stone. So this is a wooden cupboard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the dust on the ground.
Within the cupboard, the floor of the cupboard, the wardrobe is dusty, and there's parts that have kind of been brushed.
So then I look at that area where there's less dust to see if there's like parts of the wardrobe that can move or open.
Yeah, you kind of feel around down there, moving the dust around with your hands. Seems solid. This is just a wardrobe from what you can tell. But based on what you saw with the dust, it's been disturbed somewhat recently.
Fuck! I know it. Okay, I take one of the pieces of parchment and I put it on top of the area that where the dust is, where the dust was not. And I take out a handy-dandy piece of chalk, which I happen to have in my inventory, and I start to do a rubbing.
So you take the parchment, you take chalk, and you're doing a rubbing on the ground. And what you rub out, that's not the right phrase.
Thank you. Check, please.
Yeah.
I'll take that
Wait,
one.
I have a counter for this. Hang on. I do have a counter for this. I do. It's I blew myself. Mike has now made 9 inadvertent sexual innuendos on this stream.
Yeah.
Thanks, Magpie. Oh no, I gotta update my clip token. Oh wow.
Oh.
Just 9.
The word trap is inscribed, but nothing else happens.
Goodness.
Why would somebody just inscribe the word trap on the inside of them?
Moving back to Defane, you make your way into the room. The Academy head is still snoring. I need you to make a stealth check. As well, tell me what you're doing first, and then.
I want to kind of boast to Shaggy before I go ninja tumbling silently into this room. I just remembered that I have reliable talent in this too, so my stealth can never be less than a 24. I don't know what that number means. I just thought I'd say it out loud.
That sounds really impressive.
But just for fun, that's a 33.
Jesus Christ.
I like backflip, like Black Widow into this room silently as the
But
night.
nobody's there to see it because Shaggy is watching the hall
Right.
and the professor's asleep. So.
You wouldn't be able to see it anyway. I'm literally a shadow.
I would ask if you could play some like Mission Impossible theme song, but we definitely get whatever the
Yeah.
terms. Yeah, so you're being stealthy in this room as you creepily enter. Like nobody knows you're there. No one. In fact, he's sleeping even better now.
Yeah.
Deep snoring.
The wind I emit is like a lullaby.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Let's take a look. You said there's a stack of papers on the desk. Can I silently rifle through them and see what he's been working on?
Yeah, so the desk is covered in paperwork. Like, this guy must be the most unorganized head of a university you've ever seen. Most of the paperwork appears to be kind of normal paperwork that a university head might be involved in. You have bills, kind of invoices that he's paying out, things like diagrams of, where maybe certain classrooms might be moving to or moving from. But the one thing that does catch your eye, at the top of the paperwork, looks fairly new, on a rather nice piece of parchment, written in black ink, is a letter that specifically addressing the issue of the benefactor's inheritance.
Okay.
You pick it up. Do you pick it up?
Sure. Yes, please.
Yeah, you pick it up. And what you do a perception check for me. Make a perception check, please.
All right.
As you pick it up.
10.
That's enough.
Yeah.
All the other paperwork, he seems to love red ink. All the other paperwork on the desk is in red. This that you pick up is written in black ink, and the parchment is heavy. You pick it up, and it looks like it's kind of correspondence between him and Don Trust concerning the status of the inheritance that was supposed to go to the Alchemist Society.
Okay. What's the gist of it?
Basically saying that the inheritance question of the inheritance is no longer settled, that there's a question of where the inheritance might go. He doesn't name where it might go, just that what was before certain that would go to the Alchemist Society is no longer certain.
So, me having an intelligence score of 19, I would infer that Don Trust might be a suspect now because he might be losing the inheritance he was counting on.
If that's what you're thinking, that's what you're thinking.
Okay, but my character's smarter than I am, so is that what I'm thinking?
No.
There seems to be a lot
Smarter
of
than a 19
confusion.
intelligence. Yeah, I would say with a 19 intelligence, you're inferring that Don Trust is a very likely suspect at this point.
But he seems so trustworthy. It was right there
Make
in his
another
name.
intelligence check for me.
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. 23.
Damn.
Know everything.
But you notice something odd about this letter. The handwriting doesn't exactly look like the rest of the handwriting in the pile.
Like it's
But
not,
it is signed Honest Crook.
but the handwriting doesn't look like honest other correspondence.
Correct.
So who could have faked? Someone faked it to make it seem like he was changing the inheritance away from the alchemy club.
Okay. Is there anything else worth picking up or poking around this desk or on shelves or anything?
No, you rifle through a lot of the paperwork, and most of it's just boring university correspondence. There's nothing else that really catches your eye.
All right, then I will silently backward somersault out of this room and just try and regroup with Velma and Shaggy so we can talk to them together.
Yeah.
So, real quick, so Shaggy, I assume you follow.
Yep.
And then Velma, what are you doing?
I'm thinking about whether or not I should use a spell in a way that it may not have necessarily been intended. But it's actually only for magic items, so it's not really.
We would never do that in
Worth
this campaign.
Never, ever, ever, ever. Part trap? No, can't be that dumb. A trap is part backwards.
Right upside down.
Trap. Why would it be trap? Come on, rack your fucking brains. It doesn't move. It doesn't push. What's the trap?
Well, if you stay
I
put,
will tell you
know
that
where
you have a. I'll tell you just to make it easy for you. You have a solid sense that there's nothing special about this wardrobe.
Okay.
That you have access to.
Okay, I don't have a 19 intelligence.
There's something
so-
special about it. There's something special about it, but it is a normal wardrobe from what you can tell.
Okay.
So I think we could all meet up in back in the quarters, right, where Velma is.
Yeah, we
because we know
probably-
where she was. Right?
We'd probably go the normal way to try and find her.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way back down through the library. But as you do, you are abruptly stopped by this kind of young fae girl who's carrying like this satchel of books, and she kind of sidesteps in front of you, blocking your way from exiting the library.
Oh, meet cute. Hey. Hi.
Hello. I saw
Well,
you. I saw you sneaking around in here.
But you said she couldn't do that.
Are you on an adventure?
I mean,
One could say we are.
life is an adventure, so yeah.
Life is not an adventure. If life were an adventure, I wouldn't be looking for adventure.
Okay.
People always want what they can't have, right?
You look shady.
Okay, that's a
I
little-
like shady.
I mean, yeah, do I have daggers in my boots? Yes. Did I purchase this tunic legally? No, but I wouldn't say I'm shady.
She's got this like hoodie. You see like stickers on her books, like her favorite local like fae punk bands.
Is she-
Pixies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's good.
I'll be
Fuck
around.
yeah. Give this man inspiration. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'll give you inspiration for that. That's fine. All right. Are you? It's like you're looking for someone. What are you doing here?
We're just looking into what happened to the benefactor. Have you heard anything?
Do you know?
The benefactor. No, what happened?
You don't know what happened to Roten Goldbags?
No. Please tell me.
I think, well, long story short, we're looking for a missing person. So if you don't have any relevant information, I think that we should just go along with our day to find that person. We'll
Do you
figure
have
out what
any-
happened to that.
I can help you with this. I am majoring in mysterious studies. Yes, I want to be a detective one day. It would be marvelous. I would love it. What? Do you have any leads?
Do I think that she's really after adventure, or do I think she is what she says she is?
Insight check.
Thank you. I'm gonna burn my inspiration for a really stupid reason. I'm gonna go ahead and burn my inspiration because that was an 8.
Okay.
Okay, 19. Thank you, inspiration.
Nice.
Okay. You get the sense she's being honest. She's looking for some sort of just. She saw the three of you. She's intrigued, and she wants to know what the fuck you're up to.
I guess it can hurt to bring her along for a little bit, right? Maybe she could help us out. She knows the university better, presumably. What year? How many years have you been here?
Oh, I'm in my 9th year.
9 years. So she
Holy
knows. So how
You're
does she
an
not know who
adult.
Roten
What?
is?
Oh, I know who Roten is. I didn't know something happened to him. What happened?
He's missing.
It's gone missing.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds amazing. Do you
Not for him.
have any leads?
Well, we're going to investigate one right now. Should we invite her? What do you think, Wilma? Or do you
I don't
think?
know. Can you keep your mouth shut?
Yes, I sure can. And she kind of puts her books away, and she kind of like she leans in real close.
Okay, a little too close. Okay, thank you. What do you think about the faculty here? They're all on the up and up. Or are there any that seem not so good?
Oh, there are some that are serious creeps. Nothing too
Well,
offensive.
we meant
but
the
there's-
guy up front named Sirius Creeps, but what about the rest of them?
Yes, odd name, isn't it? He thinks it's fanciful.
It's horrible.
I don't know. I saw Don Trust, Professor Trust in here the other day, which was odd. He's not usually in here at
No?
such late hours. No,
I wonder what he was
he
doing.
was rummaging around in the antiquities section.
Antiquities section. Over there? That way?
Oh no, the antiquities section is in the basement. Yes.
The basement. We'll have to go there next.
Yeah.
What's your name, by the way?
My name, Thelma Stone.
Is it?
Pretty.
Is it? Okay. It's so nice to meet you, Thelma. I can't wait for you to meet Velma.
That won't get confusing
No,
at all.
it's Thelma with a TH.
No, yeah, no. I'm just saying. I can't wait for you to meet Velma. I mean, Velma.
I wish my name was Velma.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go by Velma from now on.
It sounds like it was pretty close to it. So let
In fact, I think I will.
Okay.
She's a fucking changeling. Kill her. Kill her now. I swear to God.
I'm just very confused. Is all. But I mean, she does just want adventure. I feel like we should let her adventure a little
Sure.
bit.
I
Live
mean,
her life.
the gods want us to adventure. That's why they put us here on these realms.
Indeed.
On treasure.
Well,
All right. Well, we could at least bring her to meet Velma.
yeah, we're doing like an Aaron Sorkin kind of walk and talk toward the benefactor's residence to try and reunite with Velma.
Okay. And you make your way all the way back there, and you reunite with Velma, and you have Thelma with you as well.
Velma?
Velma and Velma.
Velma?
Part? Tarp? Tarp. Maybe it's tarp. Maybe you just couldn't spell the word trap.
You
Baby.
You have that look? Is everything okay? You seem manic.
Agitated.
You just see Velma's like literally just covered with paper and ink, like in every direction, like at the end of like 7, like just everywhere.
Okay, it looks like you didn't find the neck thing. You just look dirty.
Oh no, I found it. Who the hell is that?
This is...
New
You're not
BFF.
gonna believe this. Velma. I know.
Hey there. Are you Velma? Your name is beautiful. Are you an adventurer too?
She's just like staring at her.
Does she speak?
Yeah, she's kind of like a slow burn.
She
you know.
feels threatened
A little
by
shy at
you,
first.
A little... She's a little territorial.
So you're a student here?
I am a student. Yes, I've been here. This is my 9th year.
We thought she could help us. She knows the university pretty well. Maybe there's some things about it that she knows that we don't. Can help fill us in, solve this mystery.
Your 9th year?
My 9th year, yes.
How many
That's
years
not
do
that
people usually
it's 12
stay here?
It's a 12-year school.
Oh, you go from first all the way up.
Oh, she's a teenager. I thought she was like 25. Okay.
I thought this was a college.
Oh, no.
or
This
university.
is a college. Yes,
Yeah,
this is
it's Faye.
It's a
We'll pay you
12-year
forever.
college. What the hell?
It's very specific learning. It's very detailed and difficult, and it takes 12 years to learn everything. We Fae live a very long time.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Oh, okay.
Let's just keep going. I get it.
Ooh.
Okay.
All
It
right.
also costs a ton. I feel like they could do it in 4 years. It'd be cheaper, but
Well, maybe we have to take this up with the dean who's trying to just string you along and
It should
say,
be
"Oh,
free, honestly.
yeah." Honestly, I completely agree. I mean, who would?
I agree.
Do you have loans? Do you have student loans? That's messed up. Like, why would you ever like? Because the interest rates are going to get you every time.
Thelma
mean,
said
like-
that she saw Don near the antiquities section in the basement, which is a little unusual for him. We thought we might go there next.
The antiquity section. I didn't even know there was an antiquity section.
Oh,
Isn't it
and
useful to have someone who knows the college?
Okay.
also,
Yes.
I snuck into the head's office, and I describe in perfect detail the weird letter I saw with the maybe forged handwriting.
Did that letter happen to be written in black ink?
Yeah, yes.
As in
Yes.
that black ink?
And you see that Velma points at the container of black ink.
Velma, I don't know how to
Opens
tell
it.
you this, but black ink isn't rare.
Well, you said in such excruciating detail that all of the other pieces of paper were written in red ink.
I did say that. It was black ink. I don't know if it was that
This
black
part.
ink.
Did you happen to take the piece of paper with you?
I did not. I did not want to get caught.
But would you recognize the handwriting
Of course.
of the benefactor?
Yes.
Right?
I
So
recognize all
presumably-
handwriting on site.
I can tell people's personalities from them, I bet. But if in this room that we're in, is there anything written by the benefactor that you could compare it to?
Well, if he had written anything on these reams and reams of paper,
Would have been helpful.
it would have been. But at the least we could see, is this the same kind of paper? I mean, here, piece of paper over to you, Defade. Is this the same kind?
It has a similar weight. It seems like it's the same parchment
It's
as what you
nice.
saw.
Yeah, it was.
It's
it was-
30-pound weight. I mean, that's the good shit
It
right
seemed
there.
like about 30-pound weight. And what were you going on about tarps? What was that?
Oh, check it out. Over here,
Mm-hmm.
inside this chest of bureaus, whatever thing. Yeah, this is there's something scribbled on here. It says trap.
Do you notice any? Have you been checking out the closet? Was there anything?
Yeah,
else
I
in there?
mean it's a completely adorable closet, according to this strange voice in my head that keeps telling me that everything's perfectly adorable in this thing. So I mean, I'm thinking it's a normal closet. But that there's something special about it. I just don't know what it is. I mean, someone doesn't just write trap on the inside of a closet.
Does the handwriting on trap look like the handwriting I saw on the letter?
No. So trap, what he transcribed with the chalk, is they're very large, like block letters, written in common.
I mean, he could have
Maybe
maybe
about like this, like a sign almost.
Is there like an arrow, like next to trap, like pointing toward a trap?
There's no arrow. As you're looking at it, Defane, make an intelligence check for me.
I can do that. And also, being a dungeon delver, I have advantage on investigation checks to try and find the presence of secret doors and stuff. So I'd also like to try and do that after this shitty intelligence check of 10 or 13.
Okay. You get the sense that when you, whatever it's called, when you use chalk, when you do that.
When you rub one out.
when you rub one out, this seems to be inverted. So it's not that it was raised and the word trap was like that. It seems like the word trap was like going in the opposite direction.
It was carved in?
Right? It was carved in, kind of, yeah. Very faintly.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just want to like examine every nook and cranny and see if there's any like secret spots in this Narnia wardrobe.
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Yay, Dungeon Delver feat. Wow, double 18s. 27.
Okay. And what does Dungeon Delver feat do? Just
I just have advantage on investigation checks made to detect the presence of secret doors.
doesn't say. Okay. There's no door here.
I would like to detect magic to see if there's anything that is magic. I see a faint aura around it within 30 feet, and then learn its school.
Oh, I had that spell and I forgot I had it.
You do detect magic from the door.
What kind of magic?
That's what I never know.
Here we go.
Okay.
This awkward
sec.
pause brought to you by Sirenscape.
Yeah.
Filling in awkward sounds.
I'm just gonna
Mike, for your birthday, I'm going to send you like a macrame of all the different schools of magic. Just
Yeah, please do.
like a nice little thing.
One sec. I guess it would be yeah, transmutation.
Oh.
This isn't a wardrobe.
It's very faint magic. And it is emanating from the wardrobe, yes.
Anyone want to?
Here's the deal. We're at 10:45. I think we would go another hour and a half,
Okay.
which would put us pretty late. We can wrap it up if you want and do the next session for like an hour and a half, one more session next time.
Ooh.
Or we can go super late tonight. My preference would be to do one more session at a later date, but I'll leave it up to you guys.
I don't think I can go super late
I
tonight.
can't go super
Okay.
late tonight.
That's
Me
fine.
neither. We're back to child schedules now. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Little's in school, and I'm sorry too because we would have knocked it out, but every time you put me and Matt in a room together, we turn into idiots.
Goddamn.
So
No, you guys made actually really good progress. I think it's just accounting for like roleplay and stuff. I think this is probably a good spot to call it.
Cool. Just FYI, Mike, you are following in the tradition of many a Slices and Dice's finale, which ends up being not the finale, but the kind of penultimate finale, which ends up being kind of like a part 1 of 3 finale. So it's cool.
Perfect. All right.
I still had fun.
Hell yes. The mystery is deepening.
Not
We'll
where
do
it's
one
meant
more
to be.
session. It won't be a super long session, the next one, but it would definitely go late tonight if we did. So we'll call it here, I think.
All right. Cool beans.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for DMing.
Thank you,
you guys
Mike.
for being here.
Yeah.
No problem.
All right, well, cool.
I'm calling it.
All right, I guess. Thank you guys all for being here so much. Thanks for like the 1 million subs tonight. You guys are true blue. And I'm
Oh,
not just
wow.
saying that to Blue, but Blue is one of them too. You guys are the best. So thank you so much. Please come back Saturday and see if my players survive Lost My Fandelver. There's a decent chance they will not, but it'll be a good time no matter what. It's true. What else? What do we want to say? What is it we always say here on Mates of Fate?
Something.
What do we usually?
Something
Rubbing
about
it out.
Something about rubbing it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to rub each other, and don't forget to rub yourselves.
Yes. 100%. Well, on that note, everyone,
Why do we have this channel?
what am I doing with my life?
Amazing.